All right, in this video, we want to sketch these cosine functions given here, and we want to sketch them between 0 and 2 pi. So let's take a look at the first question over here. First thing you notice is we have a k value and a d value, so we need to factor out the k value. If I factor out the 0.5, I'm left with x minus pi over 6 divided by 0.5 is just pi over 3. So now I can state the key features of this graph. I know that the amplitude is just 1 because there's no number over there. My k value is 0.5. Period is 2 pi divided by k, so 2 pi divided by 0.5, which is 4 pi. So in this question, only half a cycle is going to fit between 0 and 2 pi. And then we have a phase shift of pi over 3 to the right. And then our equation of axis is just y equals to positive 3. So in making my sketch, I'll always start with my y-axis, and I'll put my equation of axis directly in the middle. Since this graph is shifted to the right, I don't need to worry about the negative x-axis at all, so I won't even bother drawing anything over there. So I have my equation of axis, which is y equals to 3. The next thing I want to do is find my max and my min. So my max is 3 plus 1, which is 4. And my min is 3 minus 1, which is 2. Draw my x-axis next, which will just be on the bottom over here. Not a very straight line there, but probably should use a ruler. If you're doing this question in your test, I would be using a ruler if I was in a test question as well. So I know that this is a negative cosine wave. Negative cosine waves normally start at the minimum, but I'm shifted pi over 3 units to the right. So my starting point will be over here at the minimum, and the x value will be pi over 3. My next key point is going to be an axis point, but to figure out the x value of that axis point, I'll always take my period and divide it by 4 for a cosine wave. So 4 pi divided by 4 is pi, which means my next key point, which is the axis point, is going to be a distance of pi away from this one. So if I do pi plus pi over 3, my next point is going to be somewhere here, which is basically 4 pi over 3. Just add pi. I'm going to add another pi for my next key point, which is going to be my maximum. 4 pi over 3 plus pi is just 7 pi over 3. And 7 pi over 3 is larger than 2 pi, which means that my graph won't actually hit this point. It'll end slightly before, because 2 pi is slightly before 7 pi over 3. So now I can do my sketch. I'll start by just connecting these 2 points over here. And then I'll draw the same shape, but I'll end before reaching that point, because 2 pi is basically somewhere over here, slightly below and slightly less than that. And then I just want to extend this till the axis over here. So it's going to just come up a bit and basically touch the axis. And that would be the end of the problem. So this is basically a sketch of the graph between 0 and 2 pi. Let's take a look at the second question, which is pretty similar to the first one. So in this one, we notice that we have, again, a k value of 1 over 2, and we have a d value. So first things first is we got to factor that out. If I factor out 1 over 2, it's the same as factoring out 0 over 5. Pi over 12 divided by 1 over 2 is just pi over 6. So now again, I can do all my key features. Again, this one is between 0 and 2 pi as well. My amplitude number in front is half. My k value is also half. Means that my period is 2 pi over half, which is again 4 pi in this question. So we're going to have half a cycle in this question as well. My phase shift is pi over 6 to the right. And my equation of axis is just y equals to -3 in this one. Again, I'll start by drawing my y-axis, put my equation of axis directly in the middle. My maximum is my axis plus my amplitude. So -3 plus half is just -2.5, and my minimum is -3 minus half, which is -3.5. Do my x-axis next, which is going to be the top over here because it's at 0. And this is a positive cosine graph. A positive cosine graph normally starts at the maximum, but if a phase shifted pi over 6 units to the right, I'm going to move a bit to the right over here. That's at pi over 6. To find the x value of my next key point, which is on the axis, I just take my period and I divide it by 4 always, because sine and cosine waves are always split into 4 equal parts. 4 pi divided by 4 is just pi again, same as last question. So my next key point is going to be pi units away. So pi over 6 plus pi is 7 pi over 6. Then my next key point is going to be another pi units away. So 7 pi over 6 plus pi is just 13 pi over 6. Now again, 13 pi over 6 is slightly above 2 pi, so I'll come really close to this point, but I won't hit this point in this question either. I'll move that a bit towards this side so that it's a bit more even. Then I'll just draw it. And you want to end slightly before that point. Bit closer this time because this is 2 pi, which is only pi over 6 away. And you just want to extend that a bit and touch the axis over there. So that's the graph for this one between 0 and 2 pi. If you made it to the end of this video and you found this content helpful, please hit that like and subscribe button as it really helps the channel. I'm only 7 subscribers away from 1,000, so really close to getting monetized. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.